from the beautiful resort city of Virginia Beach, Virginia, for tonight's edition of RWL Rage. Glad you're with us, one and all. My name is Don Hickson, and joining me here will be Christy Ogilvie and booking agent Myron Schimmelman. Christy, welcome back. Hangman Tex Lynch was a fine replacement, but he can't replace you.
It's nice to be back, y'all. Really missed you too last week, and ooh, am I ready for some serious RWL wrestling action tonight. And I'm even more excited about the Christmas Holiday Massacre and the Memphis Million, both. Coming up in just a week or so. The action always gets wilder as we close out the final days of the year, right?
Standard operating procedure, Christy.
Our opening contest this evening, a ladies division matchup with the pistol hot and extremely controversial Georgia Washington, set to face Brenda Blair one-on-one tonight.
Boys like me, here we go.
Opening match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, here is the Yankee Rose, Miss Georgia Washington.
The red, white, and blue scourge of RWL, Georgia Washington, back with us again this week, setting aside her current disputes with Brooklyn Von Brown in favor of Brenda Blair, who she'll be facing tonight for the very first time.
And she's talking, making noise about how Brenda is small time, that Brenda Blair is as beneath her as small shows.
What, again?
Real nasty, you know? Come to find out, Brenda's heard about those remarks, and her only comment regarding Georgia Washington to me was, watch how fast I chop down her cherry tree, 'cause I can't tell a lie, I'm gonna kick her red, white, and blue behind all over that ring. Guess we're about to find it out. But I'm kinda hoping Brenda's plans come through for her.
Well, she sounds like she means business.
And the opponent, from San Jose, California, Brenda Blair.
And here she is, the queen of the comebacks, Brenda Blair. And she has been rising in popularity week after week after week since her return over the summer during the Sweet Revenge Tour.
Well, Don, you know, that's pretty consistent with constant winning.
Consistent wins are a sure way of getting the fans' attention. I mean the old expression, everybody loves a winner. It's not bullshit, and Brenda has been doing exactly that. Not sure what we can expect from Georgia, but she's definitely going to be looking to embarrass Brenda Blair. And it makes me kinda hope she ends up shooting herself in the foot, being all overconfident like she's been doing with Brooklyn Von Braun.
And Brenda Blair, those staring daggers of Georgia Washington. As she enters the ring, gets ready for this opening contest tonight on RWL Rage. Georgia Washington putting aside her current conflict with Brooklyn Von Braun in favor of Brenda Blair this evening. This is their first encounter together. Here we go. Referee sounds the bell. Brenda Blair quickly taken down with an armbreaker by Georgia Washington. A chop across the chest. Brenda counters. Brenda Blair tussled, shoved back. Georgia Washington delivers a shot and a snap mare and a kick to the back of Brenda Blair. Brenda, round up. Oh my, whoa, what a shot right there. Brenda Blair caught in a head scissor. Georgia Washington beats a tattoo on her noggin. Brenda steps out a minute, expressing perhaps a bit of frustration. Georgia Washington not waiting here. Going right for the attack on the outside as the referee begins his count. Hard right hand from Brenda. Another that misses. A quick counter from Brenda again on a standing dropkick that drives Georgia Washington right into the apron. The referee admonishing Brenda Blair to get back inside that ring. But these two don't seem to care. Brenda Blair quick with a counter from behind and a kick to the leg of Georgia Washington. Misses with another kick. And Georgia drives her straight into the ring steps. The count continues as Georgia Washington continues to mount the aggression between herself and Brenda Blair. Brenda hauled halfway across to the opposite far corner. On the outside, the battle continues here. Spinning neckbreaker from Georgia Washington. Georgia rounds Brenda Blair back up. again drives her into the ring step. Georgia Washington absolutely demonstrating her mean streak here this evening. Georgia with Brenda up over the shoulders. Pancakes her face first into the floor. Straight into the floor mats. The referee's count. Continuing, perhaps Georgia Washington thinking she can run out the clock here. Brenda Blair tries to get back in. Georgia Washington assists her with the process and slides herself back into the ring as well. Slams the head of Brenda Blair right into the canvas. Georgia Washington with Brenda up over her shoulders. Look at this. Oh, my, whoa! A package neckbreaker from the Yankee Rose, Georgia Washington. Georgia rounds up Brenda, hangs her up off the top rope in brutal fashion. Georgia rounding up Brenda, and they exchange chops to the chest, and a wicked kick from Brenda Blair takes Georgia Washington down. Brenda Blair doing a little showing off for the fans here in Virginia Beach. And they are eating it up. Georgia Washington taking quite a pounding here at the hands of Brenda Blair. Brenda whipped into the ropes. Georgia catches a knee in the head as Brenda Blair counters quickly. And indeed, Brenda Blair becoming increasingly popular as the weeks go by. Whoa, what a DDT, a pendulum DDT from Georgia Washington. Taking herself all the way up to the top. Fails to connect with the driving knee. As Brenda Blair takes advantage, goes for a covered 1, 2, no. Georgia Washington powering out of the pin. Brenda Blair stomps her back down into the canvas again. Georgia counters with a right and nails Brenda Blair with that spear of hers. Georgia covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and Brenda Blair just about getting the shoulder up. Georgia Washington letting Walt Rathburn really have it here. Brenda back to her feet. Up over the shoulder she goes once more, but Brenda Blair not riding for it. Delivers a series of elbows to the head of Georgia Washington. Now into a dragon sleeper, snaps the arm. And into a spine buster. Brenda quickly covers again. 1, 2. That was very close. But Georgia Washington still not able to be pinned as Brenda Blair takes herself all the way up to the top again, and whoa, what a double boot stomp. Brenda covers 1, but only a 1. I don't know how Georgia Washington got that left shoulder back up, but she sure as hell did. Brenda rounds her up again, quickly countered by Georgia with a kick to the midsection. Brenda counters with a kick of her own. Fails to connect with another kick. Connects with an elbow instead. Goes behind. German suplex on Georgia. Brenda rounds her up again. Whoa, what a nice move right there, but quickly countered by Georgia Washington, who fails to connect with the spear, catching a knee to the skull instead. As Georgia Washington rolls out onto the floor as Brenda Blair rallies the crowd into her favor. Brenda on the outside. Caught up by Georgia Washington, quickly rolled back inside the ring. Georgia makes her way back inside. A wicked chop. And slams the head of Brenda Blair right into the canvas. Brenda being rounded up again. What's Georgia got here? Whoa, what a suplex from Georgia Washington. Georgia with another wicked chop across the chest, and whoa, a flip over neck whip. And Brenda Blair is out. As Georgia Washington admires her handiwork here. Brenda slowly being rounded up again. Georgia tries for that chop maybe once too often. A kick to the midsection from Brenda Blair. And look at this. A pedigree out of nowhere. Georgia covered. 1, 2, 3. Oh no, not a 3. And now Brenda Blair letting Walt Rathburn have it for a slow count. As Brenda Blair decides she's going to have to go for it one more time here. Georgia Washington slowly back to her feet. Another kick to the midsection. And yet another pedigree. That is definitely going to be the end of Georgia right there. 1, 2, 3. You can count to 12,000. Brenda Blair wins this one by pinfall.
The time was 6 minutes and 16 seconds. And your winner, Brenda Blair.
You know, I'm not sure if I said it the last time we saw Brenda Blair, But I'm gonna say it now. I got a feeling that Brenda's gonna be very, very hot come 2025.
Well, I'm sure impressed with Brenda. Not too many opponents have been able to take Washington down, and Brenda here may be only the second gal I've seen pull it off that I can remember. And she stopped Georgia cold with those 2 pedigree facebusters. 'Cause yo, she was gone, gone, gone.
Not just gone, Christy, but very, very gone. Brenda Blair certainly putting the exclamation point on this one with a terrific win over Georgia Washington. And fans, we will be right back with more RWL Rage right after this. As we continue with tonight's RWL Rage Legends Division action, as the $1 Million Man Ted DiBiase returns after quite some time to face his old arch rival, the Ultimate Warrior.
Say, Don, when was the last time these two guys met? I know they did.
That would have been Saturday night's main event in 1990.
The following Legends Division match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Omaha, Nebraska, weighing 245 pounds, the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
You know, you want to talk obnoxious, you want to talk egomaniac. Let's talk about the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, perhaps one of the most insufferable wrestlers on the Legends Division roster.
You know, guys, in a world where money talks very loudly, this might be what keeps DiBiase and that $1 million belt of his any kind of relevant. This society still favors the wealthy, and sorry to say, it's sick.
And his opponent from parts unknown, weighed 275 pounds, the Ultimate Warrior.
Indeed, these two have had a very long, very contentious history, and we're about to take it up another level right now. The referee sounds the bell. A lock-up center ring, Ultimate Warrior, with a vertical suplex right out of the start. Ted DiBiase whips the Warrior into the far corner, delivers a perfect fusillade of kicks right there. Ted DiBiase, a fusillade of kicks and stomps, and the Ultimate Warrior laid out on the canvas. DiBiase going to the top rope. Ultimate Warrior kind of almost made it, but not quite. From behind goes the Warrior. DiBiase up into a knee breaker. The $1 Million Man up over the shoulder, slam back first into the canvas. Ultimate Warrior rounds up the $1 Million Man. And here we go again. Another vertical suplex. Ultimate Warrior, absolutely all 100% power moves at any given time. And DiBiase rounded up again by the Warrior. A series of wicked blows. Warrior locks him up again, and once more into the far corner, dear friends. Hard right. Another hard right, a left. Another hard right. Oh my, the Ultimate Warrior. What power pitching. DiBiase into the opposing corner practically. Rounds him up by the throat. Pitches him halfway. He is just ragdolling Ted DiBiase. Raggedy Ted being thrown around. like a rag doll. Slam with another elbow from the Ultimate Warrior. And Ted DiBiase may be very well eating his words about the Ultimate Warrior right here. Misses with the crossbody splash. DiBiase with a stomp to the head. $1 Million Man with that trademark fist drop that he executes so well. Rounds up the Ultimate Warrior, misses with the chop, but counters with a shot to the midsection. Ultimate Warrior practically impervious to pain. He is going to have a hard time, is Ted DiBiase. Whips the Ultimate Warrior into the corner, kick to the midsection, another perfect fusillade of stomps and kicks. And the Ultimate Warrior once more down on the canvas. A hard elbow and a pin here. Look at this, too close to the ropes. Walt Rothburn says you're going to have to begin from the beginning. Stomps the arm. The Ultimate Warrior. The $1 Million Man. Countered by the Warrior. Hard shot to the midsection. Doubles Ted DiBiase over. And here we go. Military press from the Warrior, but Ted DiBiase countering the move. Goes behind on the Warrior. Hard shot to the back. Another. And now Ultimate Warrior whipped into the far corner. And Ted DiBiase once more putting those $1 Million boots for the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior, for the first time in this match, looking like he may be in trouble. The $1 Million Man pressing the advantage. Takes himself all the way up to the high rent district here. Ultimate Warrior's laid out. Beginning to slowly get to his feet here. And here we go. The double axe handle does not connect. A little dysfunction at the junction there. DiBiase with the Warrior up over the shoulder. Head first into the turnbuckle and down he goes again. DiBiase drives another elbow into the chest of the Ultimate Warrior. Now the $1 Million Man perhaps trying for a submission. Referee Walt Rothburn gauging the situation. Ultimate Warrior quickly escaping. The $1 Million Man has to start all over again with a scoop slam. Rebounds off the ropes. Whoa, what a beautiful rolling elbow from the $1 Million Man. Just beautiful. The Ultimate Warrior back on his feet and back on the attack here. Pitching Ted DiBiase across the ring again. DiBiase counters with a kick. Perhaps doesn't want to experience that all over again as the Warrior escorts him to the head first into the far corner turnbuckle. And once more, the Ultimate Warrior starting to tee off on the $1 Million Man, and one more time, Raggedy Ted being thrown around. Raggedy Teddy, another elbow across the chest of the $1 Million Man. The Ultimate Warrior rounds him up by the throat, and one more time almost pitches him right into the referee. Warrior rounds up DiBiase center ring. Has him up over the shoulders again. And another beautiful slam. The Ultimate Warrior rounds up DiBiase. Beautiful discus punch. DiBiase counters with a kick. The Warrior getting back to his feet as DiBiase locks him up. Knee to the midsection from the Warrior. Has him all the way up. Way in the middle of the air. And down Ted DiBiase comes. Dropped like a stone. The Warrior covers. 1, 2. The $1 Million Man having to use every fiber of his being to get out of that pin. Warrior locked up, counters with a knee to the $1 Million Man. Fireman's carry from Ted DiBiase. DiBiase rounds the Warrior up again. Pitches him once more into that far corner. A lot of battle has been taking place there. Scoop slam. And the $1 Million Man takes himself up to the middle rope. What are we going to see here? Whoa! Middle rope elbow drop as the $1 Million Man covers. 1, 2. Oh! Warrior getting out. DiBiase really letting Walt Rothburn have it for that one. He felt sure, and I almost have to agree. He almost did get the 3. Kick from the back. The Ultimate Warrior slams DiBiase's head back into the mat. Now the Ultimate Warrior catches an elbow to the midsection. They lock up. Cradle position from the Ultimate Warrior. Back pitched into the turnbuckle and pitched out into the center of the ring. Once more, Ultimate Warrior by the throat. Just hurling Ted DiBiase all over the place. $1 Million Man back in trouble one more time here. A series of hard shots to the midsection. DiBiase pitched out onto the apron. The Warrior brings him in, draped over the top rope. Boom! Whoa! Clubbing blow across the back. Drives a knee into the head of Ted DiBiase. Now the Warrior dragging the $1 Million Man just about center ring. Rolling him over. Cover. 1, 2. And are you kidding me? That should have been the Warrior. Wow. Walt Rothburn really catching hell for his count today. Slammed is the Ultimate Warrior into the canvas. Ultimate Warrior slams DiBiase conversely into the canvas. 1 for 1 there. As the Warrior makes his way to the top rope. Good, beautiful top rope elbow drop across the chest of the $1 Million Man. The Ultimate Warrior perhaps sensing victory here. Whoa, there it is. The splash off the ropes. Covers with the knees. 1, 2, 3. That does it.
The time was 7 minutes and 42 seconds, and your winner, the Ultimate Warrior.
Now, that was a satisfying thing to watch. Ultimate Warrior, roundly and soundly, abusing the hell out the $1 Million Man. Tosses him around so good, he might have shook out some loose change. Great win for the Warrior.
I liked it too. I always love seeing people get what's coming to them, especially when it's somebody like the $1 Million Man. And the Ultimate Warrior just threw him around all over the place. It looked like a pit bull playing with a Kong ball. What a beautiful thing that was.
Indeed, the Ultimate Warrior serving up a brutal beating of the $1 Million Man to score this win in this Legends Division matchup. And fans, we have still got a whole lot more wrestling action on tag tonight. So we do hope you're going to stick around, because we'll be right back right after the break with more RWL Rage. So stay right where you are. As we continue with tonight's RWL Rage, a battle of super heavyweights, as the legendary Yokozuna gets set to compete against the man they called Vader.
That's a whole lot of heavy, Don. I hope they reinforce the ring.
This next Legends Division match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Japan, weighing 589 pounds, Yokozuna.
6 feet 4 inches, an insane 589 pounds, Yokozuna is in this matchup with Vader, and they're both looking for a title match against the Triple Crown Mexican Monolith, Warlord Santos, and they could easily be targeting any one of the 3 championships he's hanging on to right now. Any one of them, whether it's the Super Heavyweight title, the King of Legends Championship, or the RWL World Heavyweight title itself. Both Yokozuna and Vader could qualify for any one of those.
What you call fully accredited. They've got everything they need. They've got the size, they've got the weight, they've got the legendary status. Eminently qualified.
Indeed, both Yokozuna and Vader certainly meeting all the necessary criteria to compete against the Mexican Monolith for any one of those 3 championships.
There's an interesting bit of trivia here. I want you to consider the fact that Yokozuna, at 589 pounds, actually weighs more than the 496-pound Mexican Monolith. Let that sink in for just a minute.
Indeed, Yokozuna, a gargantuan individual, and Vader is certainly going to have his hands very, very full.
And his opponent, from the Rocky Mountains, weighing 450 pounds, the man they call Vader.
There have been documented incidents of professional wrestlers discovering that Vader would be their opponent for the evening, and for those wrestlers to clear the hell out of the building.
It's true. Vader's one of those people, I mean, he's just very intimidating. It's not just his size and his weight, it's his attitude. He's vicious. He's like a wild animal.
And even a monster like Vader will find Yokozuna a very difficult opponent to contend with. Personally, I'm wondering which of them will be challenging Warlord Santos at Memphis Million in a few weeks, and what championship they might be looking to try and take away from him.
That is an excellent question, Christy.
And it makes no difference which one it is, because no matter which one we get, it's going to make for an excellent matchup at Memphis Million, believe me.
And the end of year 11th annual Memphis Million Supercard is indeed still taking shape at this time. Heaven only knows what we're going to see come December 30th. Well, as you indicated, Myron, definitely a battle of super heavyweights. As Yokozuna and Vader get ready to mix it up here, referee Tom Kanamura sounds the bell. Here we go. Yokozuna walks into a brick wall in the form of Vader. Whoa, ho, ho, what a butt splash right there. Wow. Vader with a kick to the back of Yokozuna. Yokozuna slams Vader face first into the mat and into a blatant choke right in front of the referee. No care given whatsoever. An arm breaker. You got an arm breaker from Yokozuna. That's high risk. A chop across the throat, another, a double chop. A knee to the midsection from Vader. And a hard right from behind. Yokozuna counters. Yokozuna with a clubbing blow across the chest. Vader down on the mat as Yokozuna begins to mount his offensive. And Vader in some trouble here as Yokozuna begins to go to work. Beautifully executed side suplex. Now Yokozuna with a, whoa, what a shot from Yokozuna. Vader absolutely reeling here. Whoa, misses with the throat chop. And Vader countered again by Yokozuna. And whoa, belly to belly suplex. As Yokozuna begins to mount even more of an offensive against Vader, but Vader quick with the counter. Vader countered by Yokozuna. Shoved away back into the corner, what force, and then a splash. Vader absolutely reeling here as Yokozuna continues the assault. Vader rounded up, dragon screw, a quick counter from Vader. Hard kick to the back. Vader rounds up Yokozuna, whipped into the ropes. Whoa, failed to connect on a throat chop from Yokozuna. A running clothesline and a rolling elbow across the chest. A massive Yokozuna locks Vader up again, has him up over the shoulders. Whoa, hung him up over the top rope. That's a lot of weight coming down. Yokozuna covers. 1, 2, but only a 2 as Vader gets the right shoulder up forcefully. Yokozuna fails to connect with the knee drop. Vader takes him down hard with a one arm. Kick to the head from Yokozuna. Fails to connect with the overhand right. Vader, belly to belly suplex. And Yokozuna is down as Vader goes to work on the arms of Yokozuna. Followed up with a stomp to the rather ample midsection. And now into a rear chin lock. Rather close to the ropes. But Yokozuna, opting to escape, takes Vader down. Now Yokozuna locks Vader up. Hard Irish whip into the ropes. And an elbow across the chest. And into another blatant choke from Yokozuna. Vader counters, locks up Yokozuna, takes him down to the ropes. And what are we going to see here? Whoa, a chop across the arm. And an elbow across the leg. Vader working the limbs of Yokozuna. Vader rounds him up. Boom! Vader bomb. That might be the end of it right there. Cover. 1, 2, 3. Chalk this one up. Vader defeating Yokozuna by pinfall.
The time was exactly 4 minutes, and your winner, Vader.
You know, guys, given the credentials of these two opponents, I kind of thought that match would probably run a little bit longer. But it is what it is.
Indeed, Vader opting for a short day at the office and wrapping up the 589-pound Yokozuna with that powerbomb in exactly 4 minutes. How about this from Vader? And we'll be right back with more RWL Rage right after the break. Coming up next on Rage Ladies Division competition, as the 9th wonder of the world, China, gets set to go one-on-one against the RWL Women's International Champion, Angie Angel Gunn.
This next Ladies Division match is scheduled for one fall with a 15-minute time limit. Introducing first, from Redondo Beach, California, she is the 9th wonder of the world, China.
Well now, China is still shaking off her loss last week to Dione the Titaness, and she's ready to try again, this week against Angie Angel Guns, and Angie's been riding high since gaining the belt. And she's not gonna just lie down and allow for a pin or a submission. The woman's fought way too hard and way too long. She is gonna fight like a cornered animal.
And if you've ever faced a cornered animal, believe me, it's no fun.
That notwithstanding, China, the 9th wonder of the world, definitely a formidable opponent for just about anyone.
Now the question is, can Angie handle an opponent like China with that size and that kind of power?
Angie's got speed and skill enough to try and avoid taking significant damage for too long a time.
Angie, certainly a lady who thinks fast on her feet, and that's going to certainly be an advantage here.
And her opponent, from New York City, she is the reigning RWL Women's International Champion. Here is Angie Angel Guns.
The daughter of Mr. Ringside and the niece of El Jefe. What a pedigree Angie Angel Guns comes with. Part of the Guns family dynasty, and she has finally come into her own with that Women's International Championship for a second time.
I'm pretty sure that to her way of thinking, Angie's having probably one of the best years she's had in a long time.
Angie Angel Guns has had what one might characterize as an excellent 2025. Let's see how she fares in this one-on-one against the 9th wonder of the world in this non-title matchup. Well, the referee sounds the bell, and here we go. China with a right and a left and a kick to Angie Angel Guns, locks her up. Has her up over the shoulder. Look at this. Angie Angel Guns quick with the counter and a chop block to the leg of China. Takes her down to the canvas. Angie Angel Guns. Whoa, a wrist clutch kick to the head. As the 9th wonder of the world counters with an enziguri that takes Angie down. They lock up again in a spinning neckbreaker from China on a knee to the head of the Women's International Champion. Whoa! Knee to the skull from Angie. Rebounds off the middle rope. Beautiful crossbody across the back. China again slamming Angie center ring and driving an elbow right into the chest of Angie Angel Guns. Misses with the stomp. Angie charges. Fails to connect with the kick. They lock up. Angie whipped into the far corner. And Angie in trouble here. China with a wicked kick to the leg. Angie's certainly going to feel that one. Kick right back into the corner. How brutal. China just going off with the stomps. Putting the boots to Angie Angel Guns. Angie in big trouble in a seated position in the corner. Doesn't look like China's willing to let her out. As China takes a step back, Angie rolls out onto the... Whoa! What a kick to the back and a stomp to the leg. And China out here on the apron takes herself up to the top rope. Whoa! Beautiful crossbody covers, hooks the leg. 1, 2, But no. Angie powering out of the pin. As Chyna gathers up. What a powerful specimen is Chyna. Look at this. Whoa! Running power slam covers. 1. And again, Angie Angel Guns finding her way out of the pin. It's still quite early in this matchup. Angie with a kick to the head of Chyna. Connects with that flying punch. Rounds Chyna up, spins her around with a hard right. Up over the shoulders the wrong way. Whoa, knee to the head. As Angie goes for her first cover. 1, 2. Whoa! A 2 count. As Chyna raises the left shoulder out of pure reflex. And now Angie Angel Guns, the RWL Women's International Champion, taking Chyna to task here, imposing some prolonged torture of the arm and the shoulder, and drives a pair of knees into Chyna's back. The 9th wonder of the world, now on the receiving end of some serious punishment from Angie Angel Guns. You talk about genetics. Angie, the daughter of Eddie Guns and the nephew of Ray Guns, and she certainly has picked up some of their traits, hasn't she? Chyna charges. Whoa, clothesline and put her through the rope. Out onto the floor goes Angie. That was a powerful display from Chyna right there. On the outside with the referee counting. Angie drives a knee into Chyna's head. Another wrist clutch knee to the face. As Angie Angel Guns proceeds to start raining lefts on the head of the 9th wonder of the world. Chyna gathered up again in a dazed condition, counters with a knee, and hurls Angie Angel Guns towards the barricades as she makes her way back inside. Angie slowly getting back to her feet. Here comes Chyna again. Catches a hard right from Angie. Counters with a knee to the midsection and a kick. Locks up Angie Angel Guns, has her up, but look at this. Angie Angel Guns turning it into a quick DDT on the floor outside. As the referee's count continues. Hard right spins Chyna around. And into a Russian leg sweep head first onto the floor as Angie continues to rain right hands on the head of Chyna. Now Angie with a wicked series of blows, including a spinning roundhouse kick. Beautifully executed. And whoa! Well, if Tex Lynch were here, he'd be singing. Head first into the ring post goes Chyna. Angie back inside the ring and then back outside again. Restarting the count as she gathers Chyna up. Oh man, what a series of blows. Whoa! Ended that one with a beautiful enziguri, and down went Chyna again. Angie now driving knees into the legs of the 9th wonder of the world. Chyna catches another kick. Now Chyna again hurling Angie towards the barricades. Hard forearm takes Angie down. The battle outside continues as the referee's count also continues. Leg snap from Chyna. As Chyna begins to mount some serious aggression here. As pistoning hard right hands across the head of Angie Angel Guns, drives a knee into the face of the Women's International Champion. Chyna gathers her up again. Has her up over the shoulders. Slams her right down to the floor. And rounds her up again. Kick to the midsection and a DDT. Whoa! Using the barricade for leverage. How about that? Chyna makes her way back inside. Angie Angel Guns stunned on the outside as the referee continues to count. Chyna taking her leisure in the corner. As Angie makes her way back inside, Chyna quickly gathering her back up. Angie whipped into the opposing far corner. Escapes the corner. Chyna catches a kick to the midsection. And whoa, what a wicked running kick right there as Angie covers. 1, 2. But no. Just, that was extremely close. Angie Angel Guns again taking Walt Rothburn to task this evening. Chyna with a kick to the midsection. And another. All right, here we go. Ho! The pedigree. As Chyna covers. 1, 2. Oh, I would have thought that would have been all she wrote. But Angie Angel Guns gets that left shoulder up just in time. China gathers her up again. Angie whipped to the corner. Here comes China with that beautiful handspring splash. Angie Angel Guns, and now China into a submission on Angie. The referee asking Angie what she wants to do here. China cinching it in, but Angie, well, the hold got released. And China now making her way to the top rope, and here we go, a beautiful crossbody. Perfectly executed as China goes for the cover again. 1, 2, whoa! Again. What a tight match this has been so far. Now China, perhaps sensing victory might be at hand. Whoa! Tried for the pedigree again, I suppose, but Angie Angel Guns opens up with a flurry of shots. A flying punch that takes her down. Cover. 1, 2, and oh, well. Neither one of these ladies surrendering. As Angie rounds China up again, rebound off the middle rope, fails to connect with the flying punch. China still on Dream Street here. From behind goes Angie. Escorts China to the ropes. And now China being draped between the top and middle ropes as Angie Angel Guns starts delivering knees to the head. The 9th wonder of the world, don't know where she is. And whoa, beautiful kick that takes China down to the outside floor. Angie right behind her with a series of lefts across the head of China with a stomp to the midsection as well. China catches the leg and counters it into a dragon screw. The 9th wonder of the world drives an elbow across the chest of Angie Angel Guns, follows it up with a hard left. Slam! Angie Angel's head to the floor. A jawbreaker from Angie. And that beautiful running kick one more time. And now China's on the floor with Angie trying to turn things around here. And this one's had a whole lot of back and forth. Momentum shifts like a seesaw. Angie with a wicked series of shots and takes China down to the floor yet again. The referee's count still in progress. As Angie rounds her, whoa, what a gut-wrench powerbomb, and then follows it up with a knee to the head of China. Angie gathers her up one more time. Kick to the midsection. Up we go into the powerbomb position, right across the barricade. The small of her back hitting that barricade pretty hard. Angie makes her way back inside, and then slides back out again. Angie Angel Guns seems to be having herself a pretty good time here at the expense of the 9th wonder of the world. China counters, delivers a shot. Angie counters with a kick. They lock up, and China pitched towards the timekeeper's area. As the count continues, China, whoa, look at this, the count broken once more as Angie goes back to work. China on the barricade, and Angie Angel Guns. Oh, look at this. Angie catches it. Oh, look at this. A beautiful counter from China. But Angie right back in on the attack from behind. German suplex on the outside. Now Angie Angel Guns countered by China with an enziguri. China rounds up. Angie was, oh man, just driving her butt right into her back. China rolls Angie back inside the ring. Here she comes herself. The count is now broken. Whoa, there's that wicked kick again, and Angie quickly going for the cover. 1, 2, 3, and she certainly put China's lights out right there. Angie Angel Guns winning this one by pinfall.
The time was 11 minutes and 56 seconds, and your winner, Angie Angel Guns.
Oh, now Angie Angel Guns certainly has to be pleased with herself with this pinfall win over the 9th wonder of the world, China. Certainly a sight to behold as Angie Angel Guns absolutely dominating China in this matchup, and we'll be right back with more RWL Rage right after this.
Alright, so everybody knows that Rikishi Fatu turned up on Snarl 2 weeks ago. Now here's a surprise. Tonight, he's on Rage, and he's got Samoa Joe on his side, and they're facing the Iron Sheik and Tojo Yamamoto.
Rikishi Fatu still 1-1 at Snarl, and still on the fence as to which show he wants to sign to. Let's see what this new tag team partnership of himself and Samoa Joe will entail.
This next Legends Tag Team match, scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first, at a combined weight of 685 pounds, the team of Rikishi Fatu and the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe.
Christy, Myron, when I heard that these two partnered up, that Rikishi Fatu came looking for Samoa Joe to call in a favor, well, I heard these two were partnering up. Well, you could have knocked me over with a feather.
Just the sight of the two of them together starts a fan's mind working.
Or a booking agent.
This could seriously be the start of something big, Don. What a potentially explosive combo.
You are not kidding, Christy. Just the sight of these two together. Imagine the potential destructive power of Samoa Joe and Rikishi Fatu.
Their opponents, at a combined weight of 490 pounds, Tojo Yamamoto and the Iron Sheik.
Now here I'm feeling conflicted. You guys know I love the Iron Sheik and Tojo Yamamoto, especially when they pair up. I'd really like to see them win, but I don't know if they can.
For my part, I'm favoring the Iron Sheik and Tojo Yamamoto, with the team of Rikishi Fatu and Samoa Joe remaining untested.
Valid point. We know Shiki Baby and Tojo are a well-oiled machine, and dual Samoan heritage is no guarantee of success for Rikishi and Joe.
It's no guarantee, but it always helps. I've never seen a Samoan partnership that didn't work.
Well, come what may, Iron Sheik and Tojo Yamamoto facing an entirely new challenge here in this brand new tag team partnership. And what an exciting Legends Division matchup to close out the first half as Rikishi Fatu and the Iron Sheik get ready to set it off. Walt Rothburn sounds the bell. Rikishi Fatu, look at this, goes behind it, drops. Walt Rothburn like a sack of spuds. The Iron Sheik misses with his chop. Rikishi Fatu puts on the brakes, and it's good night for the referee. Walt Rothburn just coming to his feet as the Iron Sheik tags in Tojo Yamamoto. Rikishi Fatu just getting to his feet. Rikishi has sidewalk slam on Tojo. Rikishi Fatu with a headbutt. And Tojo Yamamoto quickly rolls back to his feet. Oh my, knee and a chop. Tojo's on the ropes. Rikishi Fatu hangs him up the hard way. And Rikishi now tagging in the Samoan submission machine, Samoa Joe. Drives a knee into the head of Tojo. Hard kick to the back. Samoa Joe starting off aggressive early. Tojo counters with a kick. Tojo Yamamoto raping Samoa Joe between the first and middle ropes, driving knees into the head of the Samoan submission machine, and here we go. Wicked kick that takes Samoa Joe out onto the floor. And here comes Tojo right after a quick jab and a couple of chops from the Samoan submission machine. Tojo counters with a forearm. He's got the power of Tojo up over the shoulders, and bam, right across the chops to Samoa Joe. Tojo rolls Samoa Joe back into the ring as Rikishi Fatu is tagged in. Tojo going right after him. A series of martial arts chops and shots that takes Rikishi Fatu down to the canvas as the Iron Sheik is now tagged in. And again, Rikishi Fatu seems to always be one step behind against this team of the Iron Sheik and Tojo Yamamoto. Iron Sheik with a wicked kick to the leg of Rikishi Fatu. Up over the shoulders goes Rikishi. And the Iron Sheik nails him in his own corner with a snake eyes. Now the Iron Sheik assisting Rikishi Fatu out of the corner with an air-assisted alley-oop right there. Drives an elbow into the chest of Rikishi. The Iron Sheik really beginning to pull away here. Drives a knee into the back of Rikishi Fatu. Now a chinlock right in the center of the ring. Samoa Joe right there with a drop kick to break things up. And now the Iron Sheik pitching Samoa Joe out onto the floor. Rikishi Fatu catches a standing drop kick of the Iron Sheik. Rikishi Fatu definitely late. Whoa, nice counter. Quickly back to his feet, overhand punch. Takes the Iron Sheik down. Whoa, Rikishi Fatu pitches him halfway across the ring. Now Rikishi trying to regain some momentum here. Putting the boots. And the Iron Sheik fails to connect with that standing drop kick. Rikishi flips over, knee driven into the head by the Iron Sheik. And once more the Iron Sheik working on the arms and legs of Rikishi Fatu. Another wicked kick to the back. Iron Sheik taking Rikishi to his team corner, head first into the turnbuckle. Seated up on the top rope. Oh, wow, just knocked him right off. Like target practice. An elbow across the chest of Rikishi. And now a heel hook stretch. And Rikishi Fatu on the wrong side of town and in some serious trouble. As Tojo Yamamoto is tagged in, Rikishi Fatu trying to get to his corner to tag. And he does. Here comes Samoa Joe. Whoa, chop and another and a... Whoa, nice hip toss from Samoa Joe. Delivers a kick to the back. Tojo counters. Rounds up. Samoa Joe rebounds off the ropes. Fails to connect with a flying punch. Samoa Joe capitalizing on the error here. And into a... Whoa, what a submission that is. Stretching the back. And Tojo countering it quickly somehow. As both men get to their feet. Collar and elbow. Samoa Joe, look at this, a beautiful counter on Samoa Joe from Tojo Yamamoto. Tojo rounds him up again. Escorting Joe to his team corner. And delivers a series of driving knees into the midsection of the Samoan submission machine. Samoa Joe in trouble as the Iron Sheik gets tagged in. Iron Sheik with an arm breaker on Samoa Joe. A hard kick to the back. Iron Sheik rounds him up. Rikishi Fatu is just now coming to his senses, getting back to his team's corner. Iron Sheik goes out, comes back in. Drives a knee into the throat of Samoa Joe. Now the Iron Sheik raining knuckles against the temples of Samoa Joe. Takes himself up to the middle rope. As Samoa Joe gets to his feet. Whoa, kick to the face with that Persian boot. A chop right across the head. In comes Tojo Yamamoto. Samoa Joe. Iron Sheik might have nailed him pretty good. Tojo delivers a series of hard lefts. Leaves the ring again, tags in the Iron Sheik once more. Excellent teamwork from the Sheik and Tojo. Tojo watching as the Iron Sheik is quickly countered by Samoa Joe. A chop across the chest. Iron Sheik. Whoa, inverted atomic drop. Off the ropes comes Samoa Joe with a wicked kick to the head. And whoa, a senton on top of it. Excellent combination move as Rikishi Fatu comes in on the tag. Slams the head of the Iron Sheik into the mat. Rikishi with a chop across the face and a throat chop. And another Iron Sheik staggering here. Belly-to-belly suplex right in the center of the ring. Rikishi steps out, in comes Samoa Joe. Apparently this team very well organized. An elbow across the chest of the Iron Sheik. As Samoa Joe delivers yet another. Iron Sheik in real trouble here. Counters with a kick. Takes Joe down. Iron Sheik rounds him up again. Hard shot that spins him around. Goes behind. Nice suplex from the Iron Sheik. And here comes Tojo Yamamoto. The team switches partners yet again. Tojo dragging a cross straight. Samoa Joe to the center of the ring. Covers and hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Samoa Joe powering out of that one. Used his whole body to do it. Tojo rounds up Joe. Kick to the face. Samoa Joe countering with elbows to the midsection. Backs Tojo off. Hard chop across the chest. Collar and elbow tie up. As Tojo is hung up on the ropes. And look at this Samoa Joe choking. Tojo Yamamoto with the top rope. Uh-oh, up over the shoulder. Whoa, 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 wow. Package knee breaker. And a series of hard right hands to the head of Tojo Yamamoto. Courtesy of Samoa Joe. The team of Samoa Joe. Whoa, look at this one here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. A wicked series of shots that takes Tojo down the canvas. The team of Samoa Joe and Rikishi Fatu working very efficiently as a unit. Joe covers. 1, 2, and no. Tojo Yamamoto somehow, some way finding his way out of the pin. Samoa Joe locks him up again. Escorting Tojo to his team's corner. Tojo Yamamoto resisting. Counters with a series of elbows. And a spinning forearm. Whoa! He crumpled Joe. Joe quickly back to his feet though. Slams Tojo into the canvas. Hard right spins Tojo around. And uh-oh, here we go. Into the submission. Right there could be say goodnight for Tojo. Where's the Iron Sheik? He needs a rescue here. Here comes Rikishi. Oh, that's it. Tojo Yamamoto is tapping out. The team of Rikishi Fatu and Samoa Joe winning this match by submission.
The time was 9 minutes and 50 seconds. Your winners, Rikishi Fatu and Samoa Joe.
That was a terrific win. And it makes me wonder.
What does it make you wonder about exactly?
Gotta keep in mind, Samoa Joe ain't signed to neither Rage nor Snarl either. Both of these guys could wind up going to either show. I wonder which one they'll pick.
Good question, Myron. This was just one win for the new partners, but it could be the shape of things to come, and who knows. Both Rikishi and Joe have till Memphis Million to decide what they want to do, but with a win like this, maybe they should think about being a package deal. This team could be a game changer, I bet.
I think you're right. And it don't matter whether they stay on Rage or they go to Snarl. Wherever they go, they're going to shake up the Legends Tag Division.
A pretty significant win against a pretty significant tag team in the Iron Sheik and Tojo Yamamoto. And indeed the new partnership of Rikishi Fatu and Samoa Joe could shake things up wherever they might wind up.
That's what I think. But I still want to see more of them.
Alright, with the first hour of tonight's RWL Rage in the books, we invite you fans to stay tuned for the second half, which will be beginning very shortly, right after the break.